Hello, everybody. We welcome you back to the 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. And we're going to head down to Arkansas and our great friends down at John Brown. And joining us is their first year head coach, Sydney Salvato, and one of their outstanding student athletes, Briley Burns. And first off, Briley, a little bit of a new look for you guys this year. So, how has the offseason gone, the transition to a new coach, and how have everything gone with you guys getting ready for the season?
Yes, sir. It was definitely very interesting coming into this year, not really knowing what to expect with eight freshmen and then also transitioning from a new coach. And then with those eight freshmen only having three returners. But we've definitely already created a great culture and just honestly exceeded my expectations of coming together as teammates and just really grinding on the court as well as we can.
Well, you're being thrown into a leadership role now. So talk a little bit about your style of leadership, especially with a new group coming in. You're familiar with what John Brown basketball is all about, but kind of talk about your leadership. Are you a vocal leader? Are you a lead by example and a little bit more quiet, or is it a combination of both?
Yes, sir. I would definitely consider myself a more vocal leader on and off the court. Last year we had a huge group of seniors who did a great job like promoting that culture, and then I just try to carry that on of just bringing as much positivity and joy to the game as I can.
Coach, talk a little bit about what the young lady sitting next to you is meaning to you in the transition and taking over just an uber successful program.
Yeah, for sure. I've been super proud of Briley. It's a big task to go from a freshman on a really great team where, hey, you had some seniors that were graduating that were in that leadership role. And, this summer, as soon as I got hired and we came on, we started having those conversations of like, we're going to have you step into a leadership role. And I've been so proud of how she's jumped into that, just both vocally and just being a great connector with her teammates. Every time I ask any of these girls, who have you connected with well on our team? First one they tell me is Briley. She jumps in there and leads well. And, coming in behind a coach who did just a tremendous job here, he left behind a great culture and girls that understood that. And I'm just proud of Briley and some of our other older ones for continuing that on and really taking ownership of that.
Before we get into you talking about some of the new faces we're going to see, for you personally, stepping, and you just mentioned the big shoes that you're stepping into. How has that been for you, to kind of know what coach has done in the past and, kind of keeping that tradition and keeping that level of excellence going for the Golden Eagles?
Yeah, for sure. It can be a daunting task to follow someone who has done such a great job. In my mind, it's not the basketball side of things, which yes, he did an awesome job at that, but the culture side and treating people well and what he did with the people here, those are the big shoes to fill in my mind of coming in and continuing that. And I'm just so thankful and blessed that he did lay that foundation. I'm not having to come in and completely uproot a culture and change that. He did such a great job of doing that. And so coming in, again, just proud of these girls. They've dealt with a young coach that's figuring it out and have handled that with maturity as well and given me some grace on that side. But it's just been such a great experience already getting to come in with these girls every day. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. It's a blessing to get to come in and see their faces and to see the improvement just from week one to where we're at now, with just picking things up and really applying them and especially just having a young team. They're all ready to go and just very fresh and want to be coached, and so that's helpful as well. But overall, just felt a great support from the community, from the school, and also from Jeff, from Coach Soda. He's been a great mentor as well to have still around. So I definitely have the support that I need and great girls that are willing to work with me along the way as I figure it out too.
Well, you've got a great mix. You've got some veterans, including Gracie Harris, who's going to be a senior for you, but then you've got some new names. So talk a little bit about that. Talk a little bit about Gracie, but then talk a little bit about some of the new faces we're going to see on the stat sheet and during games this season.
Yeah, so for Gracie, just a senior workhorse. She comes in every day, puts her head down and goes to work. And to have somebody that is going to come in and give their best every day, that is a relief to a coach. And across the board, I feel like we have that on our rosters, that we have girls that we trust that they're coming in and they're going to work for us and they have great attitudes, they're very coachable. We've got Sarah Snodgrass from Lincoln, Arkansas. She's coming in, just a workhorse as well. You know, we got Kaylin Ferguson, who is coming in from Olathe, Kansas. Just athletic, you know, plays inside out for us. She can do a lot for us on the court as well as off. Just a great, smart kid. Been a great connector as well. We've got Riley Gottspawner coming from Wonderview, Arkansas. So small town kid, but she's come in and just been dominant in practice and has done well inside and out. We've got a lot of very versatile players that can play all three levels on the court. You know, we've also got Hannah Gibbons and Lily Mendeman from Missouri, both from Missouri. They grew up playing together. They've been great teammates, come in and play hard in practice. Seen great improvement with them. You know, Hannah can knock down the three, and so can Lily. Just great teammates all around. And then let's see, I was like Kaylin, Riley, Sarah. We've got 8 going on over here. So we've got quite a few. You know, we've got Erin Merkel from Groover, Texas. She's one that I'm excited about to see her development on and off the court. She's just a strong, just post presence, can really help us inside and out, pushes our girls down there, down low. Again, we've got shooters across the board, so we can do that with pretty much anybody that we put on the floor. So, you know, we've got a really good group. Lacey Scott from Tulsa. She'll also be a great point guard presence for us in the future. So I cover everybody.
Carly.
Yeah, so Carly is she's from Greenwood, just comes from a great high school program. That's one of the best in the state. So she's, you know, won state championships there, and I expect her to do big things on the court. And then, of course, we got our returner, Abby Sanders, who's a sophomore.
Yeah.
You know, she is just always solid every day and makes great decisions. And I know that we're gonna be able to rely on her a lot this year on the court. Just as a point guard and off guard, she can do it all for us. So I think that covers everybody. I'm trying to go through the list in my mind, but every single one of these girls, super proud of them. And they've just come in ready to work. So
Briley, talk a little bit about a new system, obviously, and with a first-year head coach, and you know, system is a big thing. Talk about how you guys, and I don't want you to give away any top secrets or anything like that. But how much fun with the new system are you having in being able to showcase your talents and the rest of your team?
Yes, sir. It's been definitely fun just that we all came in kind of on the same level since we are all learning at the same time. So it's been nice to have such great teammates to just go through that together. And then, yeah, I just really love our offense. Coach Salvato has done a great job of teaching and just showing us how she wants to run it. So I'm excited for us to get on the court here soon.
And the schedule, coach, you've got some great non-conference matchups that you're going to see before you get into Sooner action. I mean, we'll talk about the Sooner and how good it's going to be again this year here in a minute. But talk about the non-conference schedule and how it's going to get you and this young team ready to go for the Sooner.
yeah, you know, we opened the season against Tabor, who's always a very solid program. I know that they're going to push us right off the bat, and just kind of a veteran program there that's always in the mix. And so I know that that's going to help us be competitive too, is to play teams that are going to push us right off the bat. You know, whether we're young or not, we want to be competitive. And so we're excited about that game, you know, and then we play McPherson, who's also a good NAI program here, and so I know that will help us as well. We go to the MACU Classic this year. They've always got good competitive teams, and so, you know, for me, we are always trying to find those games that are going to push us and stretch us, and I think we did a good job this year of finding that in our preseason schedule.
And obviously, the Sooner, and I've been saying this to everybody, we're one of the best, arguably, basketball conferences in the United States in NAIA. And I think this year we're as deep as we've ever been because every night that you take the court, you better be ready for a rock fight, so to say. And, you know, it's going to be a battle every night in and night out for everybody across the Sooner.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, there's, like you said, just competitive programs across the board. I know we have several new coaches in the conference that will come in and continue that tradition. But you want to be a part of a conference that's competitive. You want to know that, you know, the wins or the losses, either way, we're competing with teams that deserve to be in that national conversation. And so it's just a pride thing too, getting to be a part of this conference and to compete with those other great, just storied programs as well. So obviously, you know, I got the privilege to be a part of MACU for a year, and that they're going to be great this year as well. And so we're happy to get to play competitive teams and get to see them night in and night out through our conference and really just play those big games.
And Briley, for you, it's got to be a lot of fun knowing that you're going to match up against not only some of the best players in the Sooner Athletic Conference, but also in the nation. And that's got to be a lot of fun for you.
Yes, sir, for sure. It's super exciting as a competitor to just know, like she's saying, that night in, night out, like we're gonna have to go out there and play. And it's so nice to have these teammates that are excited to do that. And it's something that we look forward to.
And obviously, the facility you guys play in, I've been down there a couple times. I've seen the video stream and all that. The community support for you guys, Briley, is unbelievable. And just the atmosphere you guys get to play in and night out, it's just got to be so much fun.
Yes, sir. It's so nice to just look up there and have family. And not only that, but you see professors up there that are just truly invested in what we have to do academically and on the court. And it's just so nice to have such a strong community around us.
And coach, for you, first year stepping into this, it's got to be exciting for you knowing what the Silent Springs community is all about and how they rally around the athletics there at John Brown.
Oh, absolutely. Since the moment I got hired and it got put out, I've had people reach out and just been so supported by people that have followed the program forever and they, had this coach that's been here and done a great job and they all love and know him and they've just welcomed me with open arms after his retirement and want to continue to see this program succeed. And so just to have that is such a peace of mind to know that we have that support day in and day out from people. I have people come to my office every day. We have people come to practice that just love these girls and want to watch them play. So that is a blessing and it's definitely a rare thing that we're getting to experience.
Well, guys, I appreciate the time. I know it's a very busy part of the year. You guys are getting ready to start, the season and all that, but it's been a lot of fun getting to know you two. I know it's going to be a lot of fun to follow you guys throughout the year. So thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, we appreciate you and all
So
you
thank
do.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. John Brown University in very, very good hands. And it's going to be a lot of fun to follow the Golden Eagles on the women's basketball side this year. When we come back, we'll talk it over with more of our outstanding coaches and student athletes on the 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day.